Right, so here we are. It's been a while, but I just couldn't wait to get back out into the vineyards again and to do a ramble. So let's have a look at the tea towel. So for those of you who've got your tea towels ready, here's mine on the floor. And we're actually just here in the Colombier, and I've walked up here to Puy de la Gardie. So here's Touchon. So Touchon, like number two. Not a number two, but two, shone, like the sun shone. So two shone. And we're in the Colombier, Puy de la Gardie. So for those of you joining me for the first time, just look at that. It's a glorious day. It's almost worth waiting that extra day for. So over here is the Roussillon. You can just see some houses in Touchon. In the foreground. In the background, that's the Roussillon. So it's a bit too cloudy today to see the Canigou. It's under those. But there is actually snow on the Canigou. Perhaps we'll see that next time. But there is snow on the Canigou. So that's the Roussillon. Pan round. We've got the village of Touchon behind that hill. And then behind that we've got Paziol. And then again into the Roussillon. Tauteval and down to Perpignan via Estagel, and the Maury Valley comes down there, the Fenouillade. Behind that, the beaches of Colombier, just lovely, and Banyuls. And then coming round, I've got the sun in my eyes. The sun is actually rising at the moment. And over here, we've got the beaches of Le Cat, La Palme, and the village of Fitou. So the village of Fitou over that direction, and the Mediterranean. So the Mediterranean Sea, it's about an hour's drive to get down to the Mediterranean. Then panning round, I'm actually standing on the edge of one of Jean-Marc's vineyards this morning. So this is a carignan from Jean-Marc's on Puy de la Gardie. Pan round, and then we're just looking for the wonderful Toche Mountain. There we have the Toche Mountain. So a big limestone mountain, which is brilliant for vine growing and for maintaining water. So it has an underground water source in the Montoche Mountain. It rises up to 900 meters. But anyway, I wanted, look at those colors. And here you can see rosemary in front. So that's the rosemary, wild rosemary that just grows in the vineyards. We have got a date with Jean-Marc in a minute. So again, any questions you've got, please put them in the box below. And look at this. It's actually in flower. So this is the wild rosemary that grows around the vineyards. So we're just going to walk down. Today I just really wanted to show you these amazing colours in the vineyards at the moment. So I just stroll down here, and we're going to go past a couple of different grape varieties so you can see. Also, going to be testing Jean-Marc's knowledge of recognising grape varieties from the leaves. So we'll be having a look at that in a moment. And also, there'll be a quick question for you as well to win some dried herbs from my vineyard. As I say, Steve Race was the first person on this morning, so he gets a tea towel. And we've got some dried herbs up later. Remind me to do the competition, because as you know, I always forget, but it will be on something that we see here. So, coming down this lovely path here. Look at this. I think this is perfect for Nordic walking. Does anybody do any Nordic walking? I'm going to give it a go. Actually, I'm going to get some poles and do that. So here is a first little vineyard. This is the Syrah. So the leaves just starting to change colour. And then down the path you can see the soils, the terroir. Remember how we say that, Gilly? Tear, as in tear a bit of paper, and then wah. And this morning it really is wah. So terroir. And that's the soil, the climate, the wind, the people, the wild herbs that surround the vineyards, everything that we get to go into our vines. Can you just see the sunlight on those vine leaves here? Now sometimes the signal does go down here, but I will be back. I'll just keep on filming. But just look, can you see the sunlight here just shining on these wonderful, these are macabre. So we've just caught the sunlight. I'm going to sort of run down here. So, it's just absolutely gorgeous. The sun literally just came out as I was walking down and is shining on these macabre vineyard. So you see the macabre is quite a light colour, a pale golden. It's like fields of gold. Always makes me think of that song when I'm here. It is so gorgeous. Just look. Right. If anybody spots Mr. Jones, Jean-Marc, let me know. He should be down here somewhere. We've still got wild boar. That's a wild boar footprint coming into the vineyard. And I'll show you the damage they've been doing. Literally last night, they've come in to the vineyard down here that we're going to find Jean-Marc in. It's just keep stopping to look at it. They look gilded. They do, Jane. That is a really good word for them. They look gilded. So brilliant that you could all join me, and thanks for keeping with me after yesterday's little hiccup. They're just absolutely glorious. Oh, did anybody spot Jean-Marc? Hi, Jean-Marc. That's a surprise. I wasn't expecting him so quickly. Ça va? And quoi? Oh, so we just missed Mr. Fox as well. Apparently Jean-Marc says a fox just ran up here too. Tu montes vers moi ou je descends? Now Jean-Marc, this is something I wanted to show you as well. There's a word which you may have heard of before. It's grappillon. So the verb is grappillon. I looked it up for a translation. It actually means to pick, but I think it's like the pickings, i.e. like when we've been in and harvested, there are these little grappillons, little bunches of grapes which are normally on the end of the branches. Is that right? Yeah. So when we harvest, they're not ripe, so we leave them on the vines, and then they ripen, and these look. Tu as goûté pour voir? So we can actually taste these. It's breakfast. Oh, that was yours. What's it like? Can we come back and harvest now? Should we start again?
Yeah, no, a lot of. Just a few.
C'est bon.
Ça, c'est une petite grappe oubliée.
So, somebody forgot this bunch. Apparently that's not a grappillon.
Ouais, mais c'est petit.
But it was, he said it's very tiny, so they must have missed it. But, some people in the past, in the village, after the main harvest had been done, the town hall used to make a publication on the loudspeaker system to say that the grappillon was open, and people were allowed to go into the vineyards and to pick the grappillon that were left and to harvest. And they would harvest those, and then they'd make their own wine at home rather than take it into the cooperative. I think, is that a grappillon? So here you can see, this is a macabre grappillon. And this is a forgotten bunch. Ça, c'est un...
C'est des mini grains c'est du millerandage.
That one is called millerandage, and that's when the grapes don't form properly. So these are Diddy grapes. Look, they're quite sweet, aren't they? Like Diddy grapes. And grappillon. So grappillon, easy to say, grappe, like a grappe, and then E like the letter E, and on. Grappillon. So we could actually do a late harvest. On pourrait faire un vendange tardive.
Oui, mais il n'y a pas beaucoup.
We could, but there's not that many.
C'est très concentré, c'est très sucré.
These are really sweet and really concentrated, and there's not much acidity left in these, so they would make a really, really sweet wine. If we go and look at the other vines, and the wild boar, I've been telling people about the wild boar damage, and they came tonight, so shall we walk down here and have a look? So again, any questions? The wasps. So y a quelqu'un qui demande si les guêpes, ils ont fait... Là, ils vont venir maintenant, les guêpes.
Là, sur les grappes qu'il y avait, le fond des baies avait été percé par les guêpes.
Oh, yeah. So, Steve, we did have wasps already. There were some wasps had been to the bottom of that bunch of grapes. Jean-Marc just said that they'd had a nibble. But they're not a major problem. C'est pas... So this is slight wild boar damage. Well, it's not damage, but it's wild boar digging here, just where the earth is. If you remember... Oh, DC says he's got no sound. Has everybody else got sound? Grappillon. Yeah, you have, because you're saying grappillon. I can hear you saying grappillon. So you have got sound. So DC, I'm not sure why you haven't got sound. And these were the wood chippings we put on this vineyard to stop the weeds, and they've worked. It's actually worked quite well. T'en es content de...
On va voir. Parce que là, les sangliers là-bas l'ont tout remué.
Ah, Jean-Marc's not so convinced on the wood chipping, but try not to slip down here. And we're going down over into the vineyard. And if the sun could just come out again and just shine its light on the leaves, so this is a different grape variety, mais on va le faire là-bas, non? Mais ça c'est quoi?
Ça c'est un carignan.
So this is carignan. So this is so easy to tell. Even I can tell the different grapes. Okay, carignan has got red leaves. So this one here, as the leaves turn, carignan go red. So that's carignan.
C'est facile, on voit un carignan.
And then next to it, you can see a grenache.
Grenache et carignan.
And so just standing here, we've got carignan in the forefront. Carignan. Grenache. Macabeu, lighter. Grenache. Carignan. Wow. Carignan. So, carignan. Grenache. So we don't even have to look at the leaves even. We can just tell by standing here. So this is Macabeu, lovely pale coloured leaves. Behind that we've got the Grenache. And then the sun just coming out on cue on the Carignan. So this is Carignan, turns a lovely russet. That word, I just love it, but it really is russet coloured. Russet coloured. Oh, hi Peter Stafford. I just saw that you joined. I've ordered your book, by the way, Corkscrew. Has anybody read Corkscrew? I was lucky to meet the author at the weekend, and I've just ordered it on Amazon. So it should be a good read, Corkscrew. Anyway, back to the Carignan. Look at those colours. And then so this is a bit of a mixed parcel here, Carignan, Grenache. And then if we walk down into what is mainly Carignan, the 110-year-old parcel. So if you've got your tea towels out, we're now going down into the Colombier. So now we're in the Colombier vineyard. Jean-Marc's noticed something else. Oh, there's doves.
Une deuxième vol, mais il est loin.
Un palombe, c'est comme un pigeon.
Ouais. Et là, cette période, au mois d'octobre, ils descendent.
So this is when the doves fly.
Ils vont vers l'Afrique.
Another song.
C'est le deuxième vol.
And they're on the way to Africa, so the dove's flying, but we just missed them. That's not a dove, is it, up there? That's like an eagle. C'est un aigle, ça, non?
On entend les chiens qui chassent le sanglier au-dessus.
Ça, c'est un aigle, non?
C'est un rapace.
That could be an eagle up there. So doves flying. And we can also hear the hunters. So it's Wednesday today, so they're out wild boar hunting, but hunting has also opened in the vines. So, I can hear the dogs. Oh, j'ai peur.
J'ai vu un renard passer juste là.
So,
mais les sangliers sont pas loin parce qu'ils sont venus cette nuit.
So Jean-Marc's quite excited because the wild boar are not far away. I'm not that excited because wild boar hunters aren't that far away either. And he said, as soon as we got into the vineyard this morning, he's like, there's wild boar, they're really close because, let's have a look to c'était où là? So you can see these like little holes here in the soil. So wild boar just having a little dig around, little dig, little footprints. So we know who it is. Oh, what's this grape here? And then a bit more. And then suddenly you like get down here and this is what they've literally ploughed the vineyard for us. And this might be, so ils cherchaient ça?
Oui, en fait, ils mangent des racines, les vers.
And this is what they're looking for. They're looking for plants and roots, and they'll eat the roots. Look, you can see how they've nibbled.
It's from this night.
And this was last night. So somewhere in this vineyard, quite close, the wild boar are watching us, and they're probably a bit scared because they can hear the hunting dogs as well. And I can hear them too. So we're going to hurry along a little bit. So on the grape varieties, this is... let's have a look. Okay, this is a question for the first person to correctly say what grape variety the next vine is I'm going to show you. So I do need Beth, if you're there, Nikki, if you're there, just double check it. I am recording this though, so I can have a look back. So the first person to say what is this grape variety. If you can be quick, because I can hear the dogs. So yeah, the wild boar on Insta watching me. Carignan, Liam, congratulations. So I make that Liam, Carignan, Kate Sweet second, but Liam, you've got some wild herbs on their way. If you just send me a direct message, I won't forget. Likewise, if I have forgotten anybody and you're still waiting for things I promised, please send me a direct message. Oh, here's another one. So what's this one? This is not a question to win anything. C'est Carignan aussi?
C'est carignan.
So this is Carignan. But it's not quite as red as this one. And can you tell by the sarment as well? And another way of telling is by the colour of the wood. So this is dark brown. That's the Carignan. And if we can find... It's easy to spot. It's so easy to spot the Grenache now. So this is Grenache. And the Grenache is yellower. So another way, yes, here I can tell really well. And I know my mum, when she came down, she went home with a sarment of each because Jean-Marc had explained it. Oh, and here's some grappillon of Grenache Gris. So we could actually do a field blend of late harvest grappillon. Would anybody like to come and help us pick a field blend of late harvest grappillon? Actually, this afternoon, Justin, if anybody knows Justin Howard Snowd, MW is popping over later this evening. So we may do a quick Insta, but I could get him to pick the grapes. On va demander à Justin de ramasser les raisins ce soir. But there won't be much, he'll do that quickly. Right, let's have a look at the questions then. And for the wild boar, there was a bit more. There was damage here, but there was an area, I think this was it, where they've really turfed it up. Yes, here, look. Look at this. So, this is wild boar. That used to be flat, so that used to be looking like this. And the wild boar came in last night, and it's completely turfed up. Yeah, I know Justin's looking for something to do. He's going to be really chuffed. I think that could be a good idea. Right, okay, let's have a look at the questions. And then I think that's it for today. Oh no, we've got our... Ooh, I can hear. We've got our competition later. Right, all right. Pesto Pistou, hi to you. Is there any work to do in the vineyard à l'automne? Est-ce qu'il y a du travail à faire?
Il y a toujours du travail.
There's always work in the vineyard.
Maintenant, nous sommes en train d'aménager un peu les abords des vignes.
So we're tidying up like the surrounds of the hedgerows. Well, they're not hedges, but the sides of the vineyards. That's a big work. So we're cutting the grass.
On prépare autour des vignes justement pour la prochaine campagne pour les clôtures électriques.
So we're already preparing we're cutting the grass around the vineyard so that we can put up electric fences and cutting down branches you've got your chainsaw out and your digger. T'as le mini pelle aussi, non? Que t'as sorti.
Pour préparer les abords.
Yeah, of course. But you like the mini. So yeah, there's lots of work, and then Mum and Dad know this in Ashbadilla Zooch. The next job after we wait for the leaves to fall, to drop off, and then we'll be out top pruning. Top pruning's fantastic.
And we can plough them,
and we can plough as well, so we can also do some ploughing. Tony from Wales, donc Tony de Pays de Galles, il demande comment étaient les rendements pour les vendanges parce qu'au Pays de Galles ils étaient plus bas.
Ici c'était moyen.
Average.
Moyen.
Okay, Tony, average. average yields here. I was really happy for my old vines. I just hear the trumpet. I don't know, did anybody hear the trumpet? It was not Jean-Marc, it was the hunters' trumpet.
Ils appellent les chiennes.
That's a wild boar. Oh, so if you can hear the trumpet in the background, so somebody's blowing the trumpet 3 times, that means that the wild boar, the dogs have chased out a wild boar. The wild boar are on the run with the dogs behind them, and the trumpet's letting all the hunters know. Do you think we should move? On doit se partir, hein? So Jean-Marc's not worried at all. So what Liam as well was asking about the work. And somebody, Kate was asking about the carignan gris that you bought. You can drink that straight away. It doesn't really need aging. There's no or very little oak aging on it. So I would not keep it too long. It probably lasts 2 or 3 years, but it's fine for drinking now. Kate, thanks for that question, and thanks for buying it too. See the competition. So I'm going to give these leaves to Jean-Marc, and he's going to choose. En fait, on va faire le concours pour les gens. He's going to choose one of them, and then it's the first one to tell us which, or he might choose. Si tu veux prendre une autre feuille d'une. So, the first person to tell us which grape variety it is. Oh, I'm doing another I've already done one competition. Right, okay,
This for me is easy, this less.
Should we do the easy one? Let's do the easy one. Okay, so this is a leaf that I picked up earlier. Can you tu peux le décrire sans dire ce que c'est?
Là déjà on a une couleur qui est verte, les feuilles.
So first one to say what grape variety this is. Grenache, no, that's wrong, Liam. It's not Grenache. So we've got dark green colour.
Les lobes sont bien marqués, sont bien découpés.
We've got good indented leaves. It's not Grenache. Everybody's going Grenache. It's not Syrah either. Good indented leaves, dark green colour.
Puis on voit la feuille est gaufrée.
It's bobbly on the top. Yeah, go Liam, you got it wrong. It's not Grenache. And then on the back, we can see that there's a bit of hairy down. Carignan, Peter Stafford Bow, congratulations. It's carignan. Well done. Some herbs. If you can just direct mail me your address, and then some wild herbs. So this is a classic carignan leaf because it's very indented. You can see we might need to refresh minds on leaf identification. This is really the time to do it. So carignan, big indents, 5 distinct lobes, really sort of bobbly and a bit hairy. You know, it's a bit of a rustic grape all round, and it's a rustic leaf as well. Thank you. Excellent. Okay, so I think that's on a fini, je pense. Il y a plus de questions. So no more questions. So thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us. It was unfortunately worth the wait for this morning just to get the sunshine on those leaves earlier on. It just really brought up what I wanted to show you. And now over the winter, if you... Oh, I can see, what's that white thing? If you're up for it, I'm thinking of doing a vineyard ramble every Tuesday and every Thursday. So over the winter, every Tuesday, every Thursday, just days with a tea in, a cup of tea. Tuesday, Thursday, we'll do the vineyard rambles. If anybody's got any subjects, I've thought of a few like pruning. But if you've got anything else you'd like me to show you during the winter, so Tuesday and Thursday is going to be the new plan for the vineyard rambles. So I will see you tomorrow, Thursday. I'm going to take you up to Saint-Roch, which is the Fitu vineyard, and we're just going to have a look at the colours up there. So I'll see you tomorrow, and then it's Tuesday, Thursday every week, and let me know if you've got any subjects. But great to see you all. See you tomorrow morning for a quick look at Saint-Roch and the colours up there. Bye, same time, different vine.